Aqua Soul family, what it do? It's your girl, Empress 777, here today with a general love message from my Aquarius gang. It's going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for choosing me. Okay, so many tarot readers on this channel. Y'all just be holding a girl down. I truly appreciate you guys. I try to show gratitude as much as possible. I do understand, you know, just how fortunate I am to be able to come here and share my gifts with you guys, and that we just vibe on such a great level. It's just a very rewarding experience, and it wouldn't even be possible without you guys. So I like to shout y'all out, you know, for showing up. Right? We're a soul family, we're a tribe. If you're new here, welcome. Okay, I'm an acquired taste. You might want to take a look around, see if I'm your flavor. Okay, no pressure, no pressure. If everybody can take a moment and click that like button, I would truly appreciate it. It's one of the simplest ways to donate to the channel, right, and get our energy flowing across this algorithm. It lets people know that we here. Okay, I already said click the subscribe button. All right, become a part of our soul family, make it official, and you might want to click the notification bell as well, since I do upload for our sign quite often, as we are a predominantly Aquarian channel, as well as Piscean. Okay, now let's go ahead and jump in, you guys. Right, I feel like today's reading is super special for some reasoning. Okay, that is just what I'm hearing, that's what I'm feeling. Holy angels and spirit guys, please give us exactly what we need to know in regards to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Give us everything that we need to know. Please make it plain, everything that they need to know, Holy Spirit and angel guides. I'm going to start out with the Kipper deck, you guys, okay? Got a bit of a different kind of reading going on today, but I feel like it's going to be super special. For some reason, it definitely feels like harvest energy, if I can be frank with you. It feels like there may have been a long, grueling time of working towards something, or trying to manifest something, or trying to bring something to fruition, like active work towards this thing. That could be anything, right? Abundance, whatever that looks like for you. Whatever it is that you're trying to acquire. It even for some of you feels like the last puzzle piece. So you may have everything else together, right, in your life, or seemingly everything else seems to be falling into place, but this one thing. And I feel as though we're at like a breakthrough point, right, where it's harvest time. Wow. I feel like what you've manifested is not exactly what you're getting. You're like, girl, what? Let me elaborate. I feel like what you were manifesting was definitely great, and it's something that you want, most certainly. But I feel like you were they're saying that you were going for little fish. Like you have the power and you've done enough work to be fishing for big fish, okay? Great whites and shit. So it's almost as if you're getting what you manifested, but times like a million, right? It's gonna be better than what you expected. So we have bad health in the reverse. Okay, I'm not to speak until we have all of the cards pulled. So this is a little bit different. Y'all know I like to run my mouth, but I'm obeying, okay? I'm following directions. What else do we have, Spirit? Adjudication. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. We have child in the reverse. And we have great fortune at the bottom of the deck. Somebody seems to be under some form of judgment, you guys. I feel like this is somebody, some of you had children with this person, have children with this person, or they wanted to have children with you. I do apologize for some of you. It is stating that you may have lost a child. Ugh. Definitely sending you love and light. That's not for everybody, guys. I don't know if I mentioned this. These messages are general. I'm believing if you're clicking on this video, especially if you have not joined us before, that it's for a reason. But you still want to take what resonates with you. Don't force things to fit. You know, switch the stories around if you're a cross watcher, etc., etc. That's going to keep the energy open enough for you to receive the messages the way that they're supposed to come to you, right? That's how general messages work. Even though we're here as a collective, everybody, the way that the messages are being communicated will be different to everybody. Even though I'm saying one thing, it's going to mean something different for all of you. So that is how you need to approach this. In any case, I feel like somebody is under some form of judgment. They may be experiencing a pretty tough cycle right now in their life. They are battling some things within themselves, but I do feel like this is someone who put you in a bad positioning in the past. This could have even been someone who you had to nurse yourself back to sanity. Okay, so this person drove you crazy is what I'm hearing. Is that true? Crazy making behavior. I feel like there was something that the two of you were supposed to accomplish together as a couple, and that was jeopardized by this person's energy, by their behavior, and by their actions towards you. This is someone who was extremely immature. They had a hard time looking at things from the perspective of an adult and viewing opportunities and expansion, growth, abundance, things in life that we would consider the brighter side to life, right? The reason we're living, that good, the good vibrational things that come about. This person almost felt entitled to it rather than feeling like they needed to work for it. I feel like this is somebody who is being forced out of old habits, out of old patterns, okay? They're trying to avoid a mental breakdown is what they're doing. But this judgment that they are under is making them feel, you know, cowardice, you know, like they just want to kind of crawl up under a table, maybe drink themselves into a stupor. That's what I heard. I don't know. You know, maybe have sexual intercourses and get up under a few people or on top of a few people to rid themselves of this. It may be mental, right? So their thoughts are what's being taken under siege, is what I heard. Taken under siege, taken for ransom. Like, spirit is here to collect a debt or some shit. We have wealthy man right here. So I feel like this person has experienced lots of ups in their life. They've experienced lots of opportunities of great fortune, gifts. They've been given things, right? Without having to do any work. So what happens when that occurs, that becomes a habit, that becomes a pattern. And it also like changes the scope of the way a person views the world. So I feel like this individual had a lot of enablers around them, starting in childhood, okay? They didn't get on punishment. They didn't get like reprimanded for their bad behavior. Instead, they got rewarded. Great fortune. In relationships too. And this person didn't think anything was wrong with that, with this bad health card in the reverse. They actually thought that was quite normal and that that's behavior that should continue. They're being forced to look at things like an adult because I feel the enablers are nowhere to be found now when this person needs them the most. Okay? Yeah, one of the first phrases that I said is that this feels like a tough cycle for this individual. I need to pull more cards to figure out just how intense this judgment is, right? Are they going to jail for life or are they getting a slap on the wrist with probation? Like, I don't know. Friendship. Yeah, that goes under this bad health card. So this person was always being supported. This person always had like a social circle. They never really had to worry about their needs being met. They never really had to worry about working to have their needs met. Like the, you know, I'm hearing like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I don't know if you guys know psychology or not, but that's what I heard, right? It's a hierarchy of needs, and these are the basic needs that a human person has to have in order to stay balanced or feel like they are doing well in life. And that's something that people normally work for or have to work for or have to figure out, right? It's that whole figuring life out, adulting, you know, learning responsibility, falling and getting back up, right? Like going towards things and having to learn tough lessons and learning from those lessons so that the next time it's successful, and so forth and so on. Now, I feel like in the beginning of this read, I talked about you doing that. I feel your harvest coming. This is somebody who does not do that because people always did it for them. Parents, friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, best friends, cousins, aunties, uncles, associates, okay? The main bitch, the side bitch, you know, everybody's doing something. And you know, if this person falls, you know, there's always someone there to clean up their boo-boo, you know, to clean it up, give them some fruit snacks, and make it all better. Yeah, this was considered a lucky cycle for this person. Okay, all of this great fortune and these gifts being poured into their life. They're telling me to point out the numbers, right? Numerology. So 8 and 1. 8 minus 1, that's 7. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 is right before the end of a cycle, okay? Because 10s are the end. So it's not a lie. This person is definitely experiencing some hardships at this time. I feel like their well is running dry. They're losing a lot of close counterparts. People are getting tired. People are getting overwhelmed with this person's codependency and their need to always be assisted and supported. And, you know, it's almost like everybody in their life is awakening to this behavior of this person all at once, but they allowed it to go on for so long. You know what I'm saying? So this is why this person is having such a hard time with releasing this very, very toxic habit of theirs. I don't even think that it was their intention to leave you in bad health, which is what I feel happened. They never gave it a second thought. You know what I'm saying? They were kind of just doing what they always did, and it always worked out for them up until now. Shit, a card fell. Hold on. All right, this is what fell. New birth. Exactly. So this person is definitely in infancy stages on multiple levels in their life, and just in comparison to where they should be at this age. You tell me how old this person is in the comments. I'm curious to know. It feels like they're old as fuck. But the mentality and the skill set and the way that they navigate life and the way that they reconcile what life really is and what things should be and how things should go and what they want and all of that intricate stuff that comes with evolution, growth, and maturity is not there. It's void. It's lacking. Empty. Zero. None. Nathaniel. And they never really felt the need to have to get that on their own because there were always people around to give it to them. For a very small portion of you, only take it if it resonates, this person may have lost someone close to them, someone who was like the biggest supporter. And this is where they're feeling the void the most. This could have been someone that they lost in this lifetime, meaning that they've passed on into the next realm, right? Or someone that has walked away from them. And for a great majority of you, it's a combination of both. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they feel like they're being taught a harsh lesson. They feel like life is being too harsh on them. Wow. Now, in reference to you in particular, I do feel like this is someone that you nurtured, okay? The feedings, this is what the wording that they're using. A feeding, you know, babies feed, they breastfeed, you know, you got to formula feed them, you know. I don't know if you was using Similac, Enfamil, or what. You nurtured this person in a substantial way. I don't even think you realize how substantial. So this is why they're showing up. But let's dig a little bit deeper here. So this is someone who is fighting a change, you guys. We have new birth, right? And I said that child card is turning into a 9. So this is a new cycle. But this person, this is not a cycle that they're growing into. They're being pushed. They're being mollywopped over the head. You know, it's hitting them in a very abrasive way. Wow. We're gonna pull some tarot now, guys. Let's see here. Let's see what all of this has to do with you. The fuck? Huh? I think I started out talking about you. So what this got to do with you? That's what I need to know. Spirit, please give us guidance in reference to what this has to do with Aquarius. What? Oh. Okay, so we have the Devil. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. As well as the Emperor in the reverse. Wow, I saw the Wheel of Fortune as well. I cannot take all these cards. They like, girl, you can and you will take them because we said so. Okay, fine. The Wheel of Fortune, this is fated. This had to happen. This was supposed to happen. You entered this person's life for a reason. I get the idea that this person is definitely regretting meeting you. I'm sorry. That's what they said. And it's only because they don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? It's like growing pains, and it's like when you're trying to teach a child how to walk or do something new, you know, they want to give up if they don't get it the first time because they can't comprehend in their mind why it's difficult, you know, or they don't know, you know, they don't have the level of maturity or the know-how to realize that things take work, right? They want instant gratification, and that's not realistic. So I feel like this person bumped their head with you quite a few times. I do believe you stood your ground. There's something about your nurturing, but your silent power. I heard silent power because I don't feel like you regulated how you could have in this connection. You are very powerful, but you don't have to tell people. You don't have to say that you're rich. You don't have to say that you're abundant. You don't have to say that you're shining. Your shit is wrapped real tight. You don't have to say that you are spiritually inclined or awakened, or those are things that people will see off rip. It's energetically communicated with everybody that you come into contact with, actually. I feel like whatever path you're on at this juncture, everyone that you meet, you're fated to run into or encounter from here on out. So be very vigilant in reference to why these people are in your life. For some of you, you're a vessel to quite a few people's awakenings, and you're here to trigger the things in themselves that have been lying dormant or have not been changed in a long time, right? Stagnant energy, stagnant habits, or things that people are actively turning away from. You are leading people to do necessary shadow work that they have been running away from. So it's fortunate, right? It's fortunate that they met you, because evolution is inevitable. So people, when they encounter you, not just this person is what they're saying. You have an impact on everyone. They're never the same. They don't even think the same. Even if they don't change, you're still in the back of their mind. You know what you're saying, what you've been saying. Okay? I think that this person attempted to have this control over your mind, but that's not what happened. The exact opposite happened. They didn't realize your power. This is somebody who didn't want to realize your power, because we do have the Emperor in the reverse along with the Nine of Pentacles, right? So they're like, okay, I can't tear you down all the way. You got some shit going for you. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, okay, I'm gonna give you a couple little props. So you're a pre-empress, a pre-emperor, but you're not there yet. And they played with fire, convincing themselves of that. Okay? Wow. They may have even tried to manipulate you to believe this. So what does that look like? Well, if you are on track to empress or emperor status, gender doesn't matter, then you are learning your lessons. You're not turning away from them. And this is somebody who possibly wanted to cloud your judgment, you know, to make you ignore or turn away from red flags, lessons, and patterns that needed to be cut. This is also why there may have been a delay in these manifestations that I feel the harvest is coming for. Okay. Wow, lots of downloads. I'm sorry if I'm talking too fast, guys. There's a button somewhere where you could change the time. Somebody put it in the comments. If you need to slow it down, there's an option in the settings that you can use to do that. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything out of my mouth that they're currently saying to me, because it's coming pretty fast here. All right. So this is a faded event. Even this showing back up now is very much so faded. Even if you feel as though you've released this person, because it does give the energy of you being happily single, not needing to settle, feeling indifferent. Maybe this didn't hurt you as bad as this bad health card is saying, right? Maybe you weren't in bad health when you detached from this. Just take it as it resonates. There's just still something here that needs to be looked at or closed off in order for this harvest to appear. Let's see here. King of Swords. Ooh, Three of Wands in the reverse. This person is arrogant, you guys. They are. They've been operating this way so long that they're almost refusing to look at things from a spiritual standpoint. They're trying to be logical about this, but there's no logic here. This is a spiritual awakening that's trying to come through. But as I said, they're fighting it. Okay. You know how babies fight their sleep and they're crying and whining and throwing tantrums and just wreaking havoc. That's what we have here. King of Swords. I'm surprised it didn't come out in the reverse. And this is why they have never in their life been in a position to be able to just wait for their manifestations to come in. This person doesn't manifest, you guys. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. Like, they don't manifest their own desires and wants. They kind of just look at what everybody else has going on, and they try to get the crumbs off the table, off of other people's accomplishments and manifestations. That's how they get their resources. And this person almost has like a bit of a lack mentality set, because they were thinking that those crumbs, you know, that made them wealthy, that they were doing pretty well for themselves, you know? Right? That was like the ultimate finesse. Not have to work for great fortune, but there was so much more that they could have acquired if they would view it from a spiritual perspective on a soul level. But they're fighting their sleep. So yeah, let's see here. Let's see. So I also feel like this person does know that you're not waiting on them, because this does feel like a desperate time, right? Desperate times call for desperate measures. And considering the devil has come out in like the past energy, this was a very toxic individual to you. You had to nurse yourself back to health after this connection. Okay? They're not stupid. Right? They're not stupid, guys. They do know the effects that this connection would have had on you mentally, emotionally, physically, right? Very bad taste in your mouth. So this is not somebody that believes that you will be standing by waiting, but they hope that you'll at least still have like any form of feelings towards them. They're actually hoping that you're the one that's not in this King of Swords energy. King of Swords, it's not necessarily a negative energy, just depending on what positioning we're talking about. Now, from the perspective of where this person was operating, it didn't yield such great fruit for them. They were never in the position to wait for their manifestations or their ships to come in. But from the perspective of it being mirrored and them viewing you as the King of Swords, it's more of a diplomatic approach. You're not being just outright nasty or an asshole to this person, but you're also thinking very logically, head over heart. This is not about feelings, emotions, or anything of the likeness. And that is where they feel like they will come up short, because if you're thinking about it logically and not emotionally, then they don't have a chance in hell. That's what they said. Now, I don't know, but those are most certainly the thoughts, okay? Now, this person should be focused on other things, but they're not. It's like, I don't understand, Mom, Dad, Mommy, I don't understand. Like, why do I have to go to school today? I don't want to go to school. You know? And you're like, you have to go to school, sweetheart. You have to go to school, honey, because you need to learn. I don't want to learn. It's wild. And I do feel like at some point in time, this person was able to convince a lot of people to get on board with helping them, with viewing them as a victim, with viewing them as someone who needed help or someone who was helpless, right? Whether it's their looks, their charm, their sweet voice, they may always have a good story. Sob stories, right? Laid on real extra thick. Can I have a cookie? You know? I don't know how to do it. Can you show me? And I'm sorry, are you going to use it against me? I don't know any better. It's very toxic. The strength. This is a very stubborn person, you guys. They are so stubborn. And it's crazy because they're being stubborn. Them being this stubborn is only hurting them. It's only hurting them. But they are hoping, like I said, they are hoping that you have a little bit of this energy left, right? Okay, this is lower vibrational energy. This is overthinking. Okay, second guessing your intuition, feeling out of balance, right? Not being able to gain control of your mind, because swords are about communication and they're also about the mental space. And in this deck in particular, when you see all of these birds, that is like your thoughts wreaking havoc. Look at all of them damn birds. That's just a lot of mental gook, you know? If you're at least confused, they feel like they may have a shot. Stubborn. Very, very stubborn. So yeah, this is someone who's pretty desperate to release themselves from this emotional torture. We have the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who doesn't really confront feelings and stuff like that. Okay. They never really had to. I just saw Thief at the bottom of that deck. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like they come into connections in order to steal other people's emotions, right? And not deal with their own in whatever capacity that might be, okay? They like it all, good or bad. Any of that will do. Any of that will keep them, right? The energy of having somebody else wrapped up, having somebody else triggered, having somebody else concerned, worried, you know, or supportive, loving, right? Invested. Any of those emotions, all of them really would be great, but any of them will work. And that is how they have, this is how they have sustained their life source. We have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who may feign the energy that they're not coming in wanting to compete or fight for a space. But they are, guys. There's combative energy here. Now, I don't know what movement they're going to make because I don't see any moves at this juncture. I don't even see any offers, if I'm honest with you. So this person is still operating very much so from asleep from an asleep position, right? They're sleeping still, right? And they're trying to block the intuitive downloads that they're getting in reference to you and how things have transpired, even though they're actively under a karmic cycle. They're ignoring the signs. Wow. Let's pull some clarifiers. Try not to make this reading too long, y'all. I'll be running my mouth. I also feel like for a great majority of you, this person has seen you moving forward. They have seen you growing, okay? Or they have been getting energetic downloads that this is what's occurring, okay? Because not all of them know that you have acquired such wealth. So that can be predictive of the future, or this is something that you are going towards. Remember your harvest. This is something that you've been asking for a very long time. I also heard blood, sweat, and tears. So you had to work for this shit, okay? It wasn't just given to you. And this makes this person feel weak. Clarify this devil card, Spirit. Please give me clarification for the devil. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Exactly. So this person, oh my goodness. What a painful ending. It may have come out of nowhere. You may have had to feign happiness for quite some time with this 9 of Pentacles. Pretend that everything was okay. Everything is fine. Everything is all right. I'm going to be okay. I will survive, which you did. You did. But that was a total lie. Okay, you were struggling on the inside. 10 of Swords. They put all 10 of those swords in your back with that devil card energy. This could have been a betrayal. This could have been some form of, I want to know what they did. It brought an end to this. A very abrupt ending. We have Page of Cups clarifying the Emperor in the reverse. And, okay, so emotional manipulation. What an exhausting connection. I'm exhausted for you. And your resilience, I must say, right? Like, how did you pull this off? How did you, yeah, they're now telling me this bad health in the reverse was a front that you had to tell yourself so that you could continue to survive. Otherwise, you may not have survived for some of you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't use those words lightly, you guys. Okay, so I'm definitely sending you love and light. There's always reason to live another day and to be here, right? And I feel like this is like a great reward that's coming towards you because you didn't give up, right? So you may have had to trick your mind and tell yourself that you were okay with this bad health in the reverse, and you kept pressing on. You may have even had a smile on your face during times of detriment where you felt like you were in pieces, not even on this earth, right? Like you were sleepwalking, you felt like, you know, and the days were jumbling together. Yeah. Even now, if you think back to that time, things may be a little bit foggy. Ooh, we have the 9 of Cups. See? Wish fulfillment is coming because of your resilience to do this and not just lay down and act like... Here's the thing. There's no judgment. If you need to lay down and nurse yourself back to sleep, if it knocks you down for a second, right? And you need to recuperate, do what you feel will ground you again. But I don't feel like that was the avenue that you took. I just don't. That's not what the cards say. We also have the Knight of Cups. This was the nurturing energy that you needed. You gave it to yourself, and this is creating wish fulfillment. Now, this could also be where this anxiety is stemming from for this person. If you have already reached this wish fulfillment, whatever that might be, I will look in the extended to get some exact details. What a disappointment. Okay? With you residing in this life that you've manifested, for some of you, you may have a connection coming in. You may be going into a union. Okay, Knight of Cups is very sweet energy. This is somebody sweet on you. And this person will see you for who you are, not as someone that they can get something out of. This person, they didn't have the luxury of looking for connections that provided emotional fulfillment. That was a bonus, but they had to have connections where they could get something out of it because they couldn't provide things for themselves. It had to be transactional, meaning you were the only one giving the transactions, okay? Until there were insufficient funds, right? Don't lie. All this person does is make withdrawals. They just make withdrawals from all of their relationships. That's all they do. They don't deposit anything. They withdraw and withdraw and withdraw and withdraw until there's zero. And then they have to get someone else. And then they have to get someone else. They try to keep multiple people around in order to have a good amount. See, 2 of Pentacles, they juggle. The juggling and the need to always have enough people so that the resources never end. It was a constant flow of other people's shit coming to them at all times. Led them down this fated path towards you, but you weren't the right one. You weren't the right one to be trying to suck dry now. You weren't the right. You weren't the correct choice here. Didn't I say that earlier, you guys? Correct me if I'm wrong. They wish they never met you. They wish they never chose you. Like, yeah, like you effed up this operation that they had going on. You messed it up for them. They can no longer do it. It has now triggered them standing before the divine, receiving this judgment, having to answer for themselves. And it's been a domino effect. People are falling off the face of the earth, right? We have the Hangman in the reverse. That's clarifying the King of Swords. And I feel like this person doesn't want to believe that you're in this energy, the King of Swords, right? Yeah, exactly. Knight of Swords. This is somebody who feels like they know you. Okay? And I feel like they're going to rush into the conclusion of hoping, right? I don't know if it's a false hope or not, that you are still in some way, whatever way that might be, energetically attached to them. I don't know what their plan is here, because I definitely heard that they wish that they never met you, but there's a reason why you have to see this and why you potentially, there's still something to do regarding the closing of this cycle. And then we have that great fortune, you know, your harvest, the big payback. Okay. Hold on. A card fell. 8 of Wands. Yep. Very, very fast, quick movement. This card in particular, I feel like the imagery is giving me someone who may have hidden things, motives, and the reasoning to to why they're so persistent and coming in so quickly. This can also give the energy of laying it on extra thick, right? Love bomby type of energy. And this is just the one little illuminated reasoning. You see what I'm saying? They're leaving a lot, they're omitting a lot of shit, which is just as horrific as a lie, right? Omission is a lie. That's what I just heard. That goes over the Three of Wands. Okay. So they do want to move rather quickly on this. We have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands, okay? Two of the fastest moving cards in the deck, yet I still don't feel like they're moving, and I feel like it's because they can't. You understand? I feel like they are being blocked from coming towards you. So that definitely is leading me to more questions in reference to why you needed to know this. Because I still feel like they're blocked. With the Five of Wands in the reverse, which feels like somebody coming in to try and argue with you, trigger you, get you to step out of character or put you in competition, get you to fight, you know, F up your energy basically, you know, murky the energy. We have the Moon card, okay, with their lies and their secrecy and their off energy. Yeah, this is definitely a hidden motive, you guys. But again, I feel like they're still blocked. Now, we do have the Death card under the deck, okay? For a great majority of you, you have already experienced this transformation. But I feel like this person is heading one-way ticket, okay? Head first into this transformation. They're fighting it at this juncture. That goes over this High Priestess card, right? Their intuition is letting them know that life as they know it is over. But they're refusing to believe that, okay? Now we do have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which signifies some forms of remorse. This could be one of the things that they're possibly wanting to illuminate as the leading, you know, the leading sentence in this communication or messaging. I'm sorry, and being remorseful, showing signs of regret. But it clarifies the Queen of Cups. And your intuition will let you know this as well if this person reaches out. I don't see any cards of that yet, however. This person is seeking someone to help them release themselves from this energy, number one. And they're also in the state of depletion. They need more resources, okay? They're running out. I feel like everyone that they had on their call list, had in their Rolodex, had in their starting lineup, have all jumped ship, okay? This person comes in people's lives. People have beautiful cups. They partake, drink of the cups, put it in their car, drop it on the floor, let their homies take a sip, you know what I'm saying? Leave it somewhere at the job, you know? Don't wash it out for days and days and days at a time. They just shit all over these cups that they acquire from people. They break them up. You see, these are broken. There's only 2 cups here that's not fragmented. And I feel like this person may be believing that this is their last shot. Now, this is your cup. And they might tell you that they got something in their cup. But there's a moon. There are moons on this card. Okay, on these cups. What does the moon signify? Some unknown shit, okay? And you don't know that it's brewing up under there. We have the Four of Swords. You've been healing. You've been in silence and solitude for a great majority of you, okay? Oh, boy. So I feel like some of the decisions that you made, it was really hard. You know, people talk all day about listen to your intuition, listen to your intuition, listen to your intuition. But sometimes your intuition tells you some shit you don't want to hear. Like walk away from your soulmate, you know, or your twin flame or some shit like that, right? Only take it if it resonates. But the things that your intuition was telling you to do was almost, you know, shit that was going to land you in the bed, depressed, sad, you know, worried, hopeless. And you still did it. Like that's some That's some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? That's gangster shit. And I feel like you're definitely going to be paid for that. Okay? This is a payout. Now, this individual could also feel the energy that I'm feeling. Okay? Energy travels everywhere, even through people who are unawoken, you know, people who are still asleep, and people who do not acknowledge or know about their spiritual existence, magic, or qualities and power. They still can receive downloads, and I feel like this person may be receiving downloads of your rewards and your gifts for this obedience here. They had the opportunity to obey as well, but they refused to do that, and they're still refusing to do that. Yep. So those are the ulterior motives, you guys. Make no mistakes about it. They were always jealous of you. It's not a lie. This person would compare themselves to you, or if you talked about something that you were interested in, they may have brought up other people who were doing that as well. They had little ways to like shut you down or shut down the things that you were proud of about yourself and the things that you accomplished. This person very much so viewed you as the emperor or empress. I told you that. But those strings that are attached on the devil card was them trying to manipulate your mind and talk you out of your own worth, is what they were doing. For the sake of possessing it, you know, possessing you, because possessing you would entitle them. Okay, follow me now. It would entitle them to your gifts, to your magic, to the qualities that you possess, your nurturing, all the benefits. I mean, they was getting a full benefit package, and they don't even qualify for the job. They wasn't on no probation. Why you ain't put this person on probation? Huh? How fast did you move into this, Aqua? We're not known to move very fast, but I feel like there's a reason why the red flags were, you know, cartwheeled over, you know? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I say that? This is what they're hoping for. They need access to any kind of energy. The lower the vibration of the energy that they can access from you, the better. This is the realm that they control. This is where they reign supreme. They're the king of that. King of toxicity. The king. King of the fuck boys. You know? King. Queen. The queen of the fuck girls. Okay? She like city girls up 100. If you just argue. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't you fall for the okie doke, okay? Lessons of the past. I'm very curious to know what your lesson in this was. Because I need to know if you've learned this. See, I know I hurt you. Of course they do. Of course they do. And they will relay this. They will express this. They will. They're going to give you that. And then they're going to ask the important questions. Try to pull on those heartstrings. Okay? Reminisce about the past. Get all nostalgic on you. Play y'all song. Talk about that one time when you put it on them, Never had a girl like you before. I never had a man like you before, right? Sounds good. This person may also move in a more strategic way for some of you, so you need to keep your eyes peeled. This is someone who possesses jealousy against you, your life, the things that you have naturally, your gifts, the way that you exist in the world. They are jealous of that. Okay? It reminds them too greatly of the things that they lack. So they might not come in with that sweet shit. They may come in being nosy. Oh, wanting to know what you got going on, your business, what you've been up to, you know, wanting details on that shit. And that, my friend, is a red flag. All right, let's get a little bit more here, and then we're going over to the extended. I really need to tie this up with a cute bow. Now, we do have new love in the extended because I feel your harvest is coming, and I have to be very honest. I don't feel like this is the one. See, we have simp. They may come back around trying to do on some simp shit. Real sweet stuff, okay? Playing the nice guy, the nice girl, groveling, begging, it says, okay? Will do anything to win this situation over, because in their eyes, this is like a life or death type of approach. Okay, literally, because they are avoiding the death card. You see what I'm saying? It's life or death. So they're desperate here. Lots of sweet energy, doing things that they would not have done before, or things that you may have had to beg for. Okay, or things that they may have tried to make you feel like you weren't worthy of. See, low key. They want you to spill your guts about what's going on in your life, what you've been up to, who you're dating, what are you doing for work now? How are you making your money? How did you get that new car? How did you get that new house? Oh my God, you up, like you up, you doing it. They might try to flatter you, you know, give you tons of compliments. Wow, you've really grown. I'm so proud of you. Dang, you really made something out of nothing. I know I ain't shit. I mean, I'll say it. This is not worth it, you guys, okay? It's something about this communication that they don't realize you will be onto them. You're gonna realize how they're trying to finesse you. You're gonna see right through them, and that might piss you off. Do not get in the pig pen with them, is what I just heard. Because I feel like this person tries to at least get people in the ring with them to fight, because that's where they reign supreme. That's what I heard, remember? They fight to win. And not that I feel like you will lose, but I feel like it's just a waste of your energy, and it's a way that you will be, that is, even that toxic way will feed them. They're starving. So it would be feeding them, you know, even if you really told them off, you know, ripped them a new one, broke them down, right? It would only feed that ego. This person is weird. Like, shit like that doesn't break their ego down. What does is people disappearing. Okay, the lack of resources, the lack of people not engaging at all. That'll fuck them up. I'm just saying. All right, let's go over to the extended. I want to see what this person's intentions are moving forward. Why are they approaching you? Now, we already have trash here. This could be a symbol of some things that were going on in the past. So I will double check to make sure that there is no stone unturned here. I also want to see, what do they hope to become of things with the two of you? We have the death here, but I didn't see any signs that they moved towards that. I want to know what their karma is looking like for this disobedience. All right. Let's also see what the lesson was here for the both of you. This will also give insight in reference to whether or not you've learned that lesson. You will know intuitively if it's something that you're still working on. And let's also see, has this person made any significant changes? Meaning, between the past and this reading, have they surrendered to this transformation yet? Okay, I'll also see what are their next steps. This is going to let you prepare yourself for this approach that I do believe is coming, guys. I have to be very honest. And then we'll get the best possible outcome, whether you decide to re-engage with this or go in the opposite direction. I'm going to look at both potential outcomes, no judgment. I also want to know how you can best set yourself up for success in this next cycle. I do feel a harvest, but there still feels like a few loose strings you need to tie up before it materializes. Okay, so how can you set yourself up to have that waiting for you when you approach this next cycle? And then we're gonna get right into new love. Who's coming in? Who is this? Okay, what's coming towards you? All right, only good, only new. I'm going to look at new love and money in that instance. And then we'll also delve into what the person will be like. Okay. How will you potentially meet them? What are they like personality wise? Like what attracts you to them? Okay. What are their truest intentions? So you're not wasting your time. And we'll also see why they are single according to them and their exes. All right. Let's see what the potential of union and long-term commitment is with this newer energy or energies, because there might be multiple people over there for some of you. And let's also get advice from spirit in reference to how you can elevate and manifest the life that you have been trying to manifest for the longest, how you could bring that to fruition in the least amount of time. What do they suggest you do? And lastly, we will, of course, it's back. I think I went a couple of reads without attaching this one, but I feel the need intuitively. We'll do an Ask the Universe read, okay? I'll use this deck and I'll give you the floor to ask a couple questions, but I'll have more instructions over in the extended, okay? So without further ado, click that like button, okay? As well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I'm gonna link this extended down below in the description box. I will see you over there. I will see you over there. I will see you.